Sophia, nkyusa battery.
Tutudde gye tuli tusobola okutudde wano ne tutunula eri naye tuva ku ki ate bw'obeera na agiyita entuno ne Chief Mona ne CDF ne ba generals abalala bajja kugenda wansi wali bamaliriza ebisembayo byoke tuwumbewumbe. Anaye waliwo ekintu ekibadde kikulu nnyo naye ndowooza lwakuba tubadde tugoba budde omukulu mukadde waffe atugenzeeko abadde yawumula amagye n'olwekyo abadde ali veteran ng'ali mu reserve force n'olwekyo mu tiimu egenda wansi being a general commanding a reserve force in Uganda, Lieutenant General Otema Awany Charles wali wano naye ajja kugenda wali kubanga ono abadde ali staff we. I have been informed that after the burial, the chief guest and his entourage will go for a tree planting in remembrance of the fallen general. And that tree is going to be put behind the fence. Banaye munzikirize waliwo omulenzi we bayita Yasini nga yabadde driver w'omugenzi. Yasini oliwa? Yasini yabadde akuuma Camp David, abadde akola buli kimu kyonna so tabadde driver yekka. Olwekyo omulenzi oyo bambi asigadde bw'atyo. Ndowooza bakadde baffe, bakama baffe, bannamityana, bannabusunsu, mulenzi oyo tulabe nti basigala nga talina muzadde. Asindi weebala omulimu ogwo era Katonda ayongerewo. Batubuulidde bwe tuvaawo mugenda nga tetulidde kya misana. Olwekyo ku lwange ne ku MC wange tugenda kusayininga off omugenzi Mukama muwe ekiwummulo ekitaggwawo emirembe.
official send-off of Major General retired Samuel Kasirye Ggwanga here at Nkene village in Busuju, Mityana district. What you're about to witness now is the official send-off of all senior officers, of course at the rank of Major General Kasirye Ggwanga, and of course all the others according to the army rankings. He's going to receive a 13 gun salute as a senior officer, and so that is what is happening from the Camp David here in Mityana. Now this is Kasirye Ggwanga's ancestral home, commonly known as Camp David, a name that is adopted from the famous Camp David, US presidential retreat site in America. This was of course named after the 34th president of the US, and Major General Kasirye Ggwanga being one of the first NRA and UPDF office, of course, to attend a course at the Fort Leavenworth in the United States, just right there. Admired everything that happens there, and when he came here, so decided to make his own campsite here called the Camp David, and that's where he's being laid to rest now. He's going to receive a 13 gun salute just right now before the judge proceeds to do the final ceremony of sending him off, as you've seen. Now, the other thing that you also need to notice here is the pallbearers, all senior officers at the rank of Colonel, those who are doing the ceremony today. But of course, before the pallbearers, there are those that they call the sword bearers. Now, the sword bearers are all at the same rank with General Kasirye Ggwanga, Major General Kawaga, Major General Chiwanuka, Major General Tumwine, Major General MD Sentongo, Major General Sika Bzora, and Major General Waswa. Those are the sword bearers today as they send off a colleague, a fellow general. Of course, in attendance here, as we've seen, the UPDF top brass represented there by, of course, the CDF Major, I beg your pardon, the CDF General David Muhozi, and of course all the other high-ranking officers of the UPDF. The Chief Mona, General Edward Katumba, and also Minister of Works and Transport, said a number of things there about Kasirye Ggwanga. But you also noticed that in ranking here this afternoon, as General Kasirye Ggwanga is being sent off, in attendance is also Lieutenant General Otema Wanyi. There's also Lieutenant General Musanyufu, who is the Joint Chief of Staff, Major General Musingozi, the UPDF Doctor, then Major General Apollo Kasita Goa, Major General Mzei Sabiti, the Deputy IGP is also here. I've also seen Brigadier Hedman Masiko, UPDF's CPC, Brigadier Richard Karemire, the UPDF spokesperson, and of course a number of all the other officers who are here to witness and to send off. Now this is typically scientific. You can imagine and notice that had it not been for COVID-19, the people that would be here on this hill in Nkene village, you even just can imagine how many of those would be. He's got 6 pallbearers at the rank of Colonel, and of course also 6 sword bearers who are the same rank with him, and those are the ones in charge of seeing how this ceremony is supposed to be officiated, and of course as it's being sent off. As you can see just right there, the UPDF funeral service doing the job here to finally lay the body of Major General Samuel Kasirye Ggwanga in his grave, where he will lie for eternity. As you can see, that's how the ceremony there is being conducted, being witnessed, of course, by the church here in Mityana. You heard from the clergy, you just saw the clergy, the message that was preached there, of course, to send off this gallant son of Uganda and also gallant son of Africa. Now where we are here, or the church that is presiding over is Bujubi Parish Church of Uganda, from the Central Buganda Diocese, that has been managing this event, as you can see. Now, there goes the casket being laid finally into Kasirye Ggwanga's final resting place here in Nkene, Busuju, in the district of Mityana. That is happening at exactly quarter to 2 o'clock this afternoon on this 12th day of June in this year 2020, as we write that history about Kasirye Ggwanga. We'll just remember him, a very touching speech that was given to us there by the CDF General David Mukuziika about who this man Kasirye Ggwanga was. And of course, these are some of the issues or things that will be written about Kasirye Ggwanga. The best we can say is fare thee well, Kasirye Ggwanga, to just have a message of encouragement to ourselves that Kasirye Ggwanga can never return to us, but it is we who shall go to where he's gone. Now he's crossed over to his life, served, done his bit for the country, for his life, and that is why we are here today, televising it, talking about him, eulogizing him, and remembering him for the selflessness and for the commitment that he gave, all the sacrifice and the bravery, the courage that this man, General Kasirye Ggwanga, had, as you can see. Now, those senior officers of the EPDF, as you can see them, just right there, witnessing in this scientific send-off of the man, General Kasirye Ggwanga. We're just waiting to hear the commands that are going to come forth there as those who are ready to do the gun salute are also waiting. As you can see, now that's how this burial is, of course, being conducted here. And you've seen they are burying and of course throwing in the flowers there to say fare thee well, bye bye Kasirye Ggwanga. Now that closes the chapter of Kasirye Ggwanga. His chapter of life started closing on Heroes Day just this week, and now we are doing what is the very final things to send off Kasirye Ggwanga. We will let him rest there in peace and eternally, as the rest of us also continue serving our nation, serving our country, and serving the continent of Africa, until the day that we'll also cross over to where Ggwanga has gone. Lots have been said and written about Kasirye Ggwanga. So many things have been said about him, and of course there's so many memories that so many people will continue to have about Kasirye Ggwanga. That was the man that we'll only live to remember. Just talk about him, remember the humor that he had, and of course the fun that we shared together, the life that we shared together, and the 68 years, of course, that he's lived with us here. We know that he will be missed dearly by you, all Ugandans, but mostly by the family and the other family of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, where he's been for much of his life and where his career has rested for all this time. The one thing that I also heard, General Kasirye Ggwanga was also nicknamed General Fog, a name that he adopted from one of the movies, just as you heard the CDF there, General Mukuziika, saying he loved watching movies. In one of the movies, he adopted the name of General Fog, and so many who worked with him remember him as General Fog, with of course his signature cigarette that he held just between his fingers all the time that you could see him. Now, General Kasirye Ggwanga is laid to rest here. We're just waiting for the final moments of the rest of the things as it's supposed to be done. It was senior officer, a man at his rank as a 2-star general of the Uganda People's Defense Forces here in Nkene village, Busuju. We are just saying, and of course being part of that, the local council chairperson 5 of Boogedde, who also came on after Kasirye Ggwanga, of course not immediately, but after the one who came on after Ggwanga, is also here with us, Amoti Bazigatirawo Kibuuka, a man that was also trained and inducted in leadership by Kasirye Ggwanga, and of course Chizige of Mityana, as you saw. Now that's where we are. A church seems to have concluded their bit, and the rest of the duty now will get to the UPDF. We're waiting to see what they do, and of course the church there has done their bit and of course laid the body of General Ggwanga at rest. We're now just going to witness what UPDF has to do as they send off this very senior man, Samuel Kasirye Ggwanga, who is being laid to rest now. Let's listen and hear the commands that come through as Kasirye Ggwanga is finally seen off and sent home to eternity. The 13 gun salute for Major General retired Samuel Kasirye Ggwanga is what you just heard. Very scaring, very threatening here, but of course that is what happens when a senior officer is being laid to rest, and a man like General Kasirye Ggwanga, that is exactly what you just heard there, and that marks a send-off. Now officially General Kasirye Ggwanga has been honored, he's being sent off, and as you can see now, the rest of the bit being a scientific barrier ceremony, we are now just witnessing and seeing the UPDF Finance Services doing the rest of the bit there, and just doing everything. Now people leaving, that was the only thing that had to be done to be sure that Kasirye Ggwanga has been sent off honorably, honored for the man who he was, and for everything as it's continued to happen. Now the scientific burial of General Kasirye Ggwanga just ends here this day, and as it was planned originally, that this ceremony must end by exactly 2 o'clock, and it comes to an end just 5 minutes before 2 o'clock, as you have noticed and seen here. Now people leaving, and of course going off, and of course going away. We'll just remember Kasirye Ggwanga, the memories about him, all the things that he's done, and of course the life that God gave him to us to be in Uganda, and of course for everything that is done. We want to thank you very much for being part of this.
Enzika ya General Kasirye Ggwanga ogirabye ebikompola 13 ebukubiddwa era nga Major General Kulankayi gyabaddeko w'ebitabo birina okubeera okuzika okulabye omukolo tugulabye bulungi nnyo nga bwe gukolaze bannamitiina babaddeyo ate bataata mu Katonda baba kitaffe mu Katonda babaddeyo mu nzikiriza ez'enjawulo mpozi ate n'ab'ebitiibwa okuva mu Buganda government nabo babaddeyo obubaka bwa Ssaabasajja Kabaka obuwulidde obwa Katikkiro obuwulidde ate mpozi n'obubaka obw'omukulembeze His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Kale yeetoogo embeera bwebadde emityana mubeere bulungi Mukama Katonda abankuumire mbagala nnyo mweyongere okusubscribinga abatannaba teweerabira genda mu comment section olikewo obubaka Bikolo Jamaalu ge mannya